Hello and welcome to this video. Today you will be learning more about your case number, whether it is a high case number or a low one. So let's begin discussing. When you are selected in the Diversity Visa Lottery, at the bottom of your selection notification letter, there is your case number. Your case number determines at what time of the fiscal year you are supposed to be scheduled for interview. If you have a low case number, you are supposed to be scheduled for interview at the beginning of the fiscal year. And if your case number is a high one, you are supposed to be scheduled for interview later in the fiscal year. A case number is specific to the region it is in. What is a low case number in one region may be considered a high case number in another region. And what is a high case number in one region may be considered a low one in another region. So because of the importance that case numbers have when it comes to the scheduling of diversity visa cases, it is a major preoccupation for all diversity visa applicants. So the question is your case number a high one or a low one? Now, to answer this question, I'm going to take you over to a web page where I have tables that show different case number ranges, their position, their chances of being scheduled, as well as the time of the year they can expect to be scheduled for interview. I'm going to drop the link to that web page in the description of this video. Because of time, we cannot go through all of the information that is on that page. So I encourage you to visit the page and apply what we will be doing in a moment. Another thing is that the information that is contained on that web page is intended to provide you with some insight regarding the position of your case number. When it comes to the reality, that is the cutoff numbers that will actually apply during the fiscal year, you must follow the visa bulletin as the fiscal year progresses. So now let's go over to that web page and see whether your case number is a high or a low one. This is the first table on this web page, and it concerns the Africa region. In the first column, we have the various case number ranges, followed in the second column by their respective positions. In the third column, we have the chances of case numbers in each range when it comes to being scheduled for interview. And in the final column, we have the time of the fiscal year when case numbers in each range are likely to be scheduled for interview. So according to the information in the second row, if you have a case number that is below 10,000, that case number in the Africa region is considered to be a low one. With such a case number, you have a high chance of being scheduled for interview, and your interview is likely to be in the first quarter or early second quarter of the US fiscal year. Moving to the next row, if your case number is 10,000 to below 20,000, that is a medium low case number. It gives you high chances of being scheduled for interview, and your interview is likely to take place in the second quarter of the fiscal year. Moving to the next row, if you have a case number that is from 20,000 but below 40,000, that is a medium high case number. It gives you a good or fair chance of being scheduled for interview, and that will depend on the actual case number. Those that are at the lower end of the range have a good chance of being scheduled, and those who are at the upper end have a fair chance of being scheduled. And case numbers in this range are likely to be scheduled for interview during the third quarter of the United States fiscal year. And in our final row, we have case numbers that are 40,000 or above. Those are high case numbers. They have low chances of being scheduled for interview, and they are likely to be scheduled for interview in the fourth or final quarter, or when the AF region goes current. Now, when we say that high case numbers have low chances of being scheduled, it doesn't mean that it is impossible that they be scheduled for interview. No, that is not what it means. It simply means that other case numbers in that region have higher chances of being scheduled for interview as compared to such case numbers. Now, the same kind of information exists for all other regions as well as country exceptions. To access them, simply scroll down after the Africa region and then you will see their corresponding tables. Now, one final thing, at the top of this page, there are remarks concerning the various tables. You can read through those remarks to have a better insight when it comes to the role that these tables are playing. So, as I said, this is just a rough estimate. The visa bulletin will show you the actual cutoff numbers that will apply during the fiscal year. And so that is it for today's discussion. Thanks for watching the video. And as usual, let's continue discussing in the comment area below. And I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.